Hey guys, morning. Blake here today. Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. It is Monday, the 17th of April, and I'm going to do the one cast for you today. So today's one of my days off, and a little more time to play around with some stuff I've been wanting to try. Sorry, I forgot my life jacket. I just realized it. I'm throwing the 110+1 French pearl. And we are just down right across from the Cooper Creek boat ramp. I saw just a second ago right here, I was going to go down just a little farther and start the video, but I saw what looked like some kind of bait fish getting chased by a big fish right here. So I decided to stop the boat and turn the camera on. Back in 2020, when we had all the shad come through, there were enough shad in the lake that they schooled up, and they schooled up between here and Monkey Island quite a bit. And in the mornings, like right now, in the evenings, you'd find the browns busting those schools. It almost looked, it's almost what it looked like there for a second. We're going to work our way down to this corner on the waterfall, see if there's any browns working this area this morning. And since I've got some time today, we're going to do the one cast in some segments here. I'd like to try this area. I might throw the jerkbait down by Monkey Island for a second. And we're going to go down to the fish house. Maybe drift a pink power worm there behind the fish house. And then we're going to stop by a creek or two and see if some of these fish have moved up into the creeks where it's a little bit warmer. Because it is that time of the year as well. A bunch of those trout will school up together in the creeks where the water is between 50 and 55 degrees. The water's only moving 2 units this morning. They turned it up to 2 at 7 o'clock. They had it running at 35 all night, 35 megawatts. Not as windy today. It's very nice. But even with 2 units running, the water down here and further down the lake moves a little much slower. So you really got to keep that jerk bait working if you want to get the attention of the brown trout, which is what I'm targeting at the moment. I mean, if a rainbow wants to play, we'll play, but I'm kind of working this jerk bait specifically for the brown trout right now. I've said it many times before, but if you're targeting the browns, you pretty much want to keep that jerk bait working the whole time. No pauses really. Second at most. That wind yesterday really did a number to the trees and the pollen pods and the stuff blooming. It is all in the water today. We've made it down to the corner. We'll do 1 or 2 casts here on the corner, and then I'm gonna work my way down the lake. No luck there. We'll try the next spot. We'll be back in just a moment. Alright, we've made it to the next spot. We are kind of middle of the lake here, about 100 yards before Monkey Island. And about right in here is where this turns into a big flat. And though the middle of the lake may not look like a spot to work a jerkbait, I've caught many browns on this flat doing this very thing here. The flat itself is about 9 to 10 foot deep probably right now with the 2 units. And this bait dives 7 to 9 feet. So it is still, even if those browns are hugging the bottom, still perfectly within their view if they're feeling feisty. Now, I will say the better time to have been out here would have been about 7 a.m. when the light was cracking. It's about 9 a.m. now. So that first 2-hour bite dying off. Doesn't mean we don't still have a chance at one, but the better chance may have been first thing this morning. It was amazing. There's no one else on the water down here. You notice I keep my rod tip jerking downward when I do that. That keeps the bait as deep as possible. If you're ever going over shallower spots, you can come up at an angle like this, or even at an upward pop, to get the bait to ride higher than the water column. But we have made it to the tip of Monkey Island. No browns to speak of here, so we'll work our way down to the fish house and try some pink worm action. So we'll be back in a few. All right, we are down behind the fish house. I've got the Berkeley, this is the Polsky's fireworm on the 64th ounce jig head. I've got a little #1 split shot about a foot above that, and it's set about, I don't know, maybe 8 foot deep here. Yeah, 8 foot or just a tiny bit more. And I've got that underneath one of our weighted corks, still up in the shop. And we're gonna see if we can stick anything on the pink power worm down here below the fish house. This water in here moves really slow. Got a nice little chop on the water right in this spot. That should be to our advantage. Looks like Captain Shane Pierce is right there in front of me, and I believe that they are utilizing the same tool here. Throwing the pink power worm underneath the indicator there. sometimes it's easier to, ooh, there's a little bit of moss on my worm. That's not good. I am using my jigging rod for this, just because I didn't feel like attaching leader to something that had heavier line, so this is all 2-pound line. But a 2-pound leader, when you're fishing water this slow, or some type of finer tippet material, definitely the better way to go when the fish can see you really well. And as that thing drifts out there, I am still periodically moving it, giving the worm a little action, making sure the line's straight with a little slack in it to get the good hook set. We'll pull this in again just to make sure I don't have moss, because we don't want to be dragging the bottom with this. Ooh, I was staring off in space. Missed that bite. There we go. Oh, he let go. Wow. They're not hitting it really hard here. They're not even hitting it hard enough to pull the indicator all the way under the water. So you really got to watch for that small shake, just like that. Come here. There we go. Same thing happens in the summertime whenever the water's off. Sometimes once that sun comes out, they do a good deal of short striking. And they just barely come up and feed on it, so you really got to watch your indicator. Any slight disturbance, set the hook. Still have yet to determine if there's a big difference between this fireworm and the pink power worm. Missed a bite right there. But I do know that most of the guides and everything are still using the Berkeley pink power worm. I guess we could stick one on here real quick and see if we get any more bites on the power worm versus the fireworm here. So these come in long 6-inch strips. Each worm is theoretically full length 2 inches. And they're tapered fat to skinny. So you pinch that off, and then I trim a little off the top and just a tiny bit off the bottom. Still leave it tapered fat to skinny. The advantage behind these itsy bitsy Bobby Garland jig heads is that they have a lure catch on them, so you don't have to worry about gluing it onto the hook like we do with the 100th ounce heads that we sell. And I'm still picking up a little bit of moss here and there, so I think we need to set this just a touch shallower. Take 6 inches off it or so. Okay, so a depth change, and we changed to the pink power worm instead of the fire worm here. Well, I think we'll go ahead and turn the camera off, and we're going to go down to the creek and see if there's any fish there, and we're going to call it a day after that. So, came back in here in Roark Creek, and I drove around from the mouth all the way back here to the first bridge slowly, looking for the same schools that I've seen the last few years. And I see no fish. The water temperature back here is perfect. It's 54 degrees. But there are definitely no schools of fish. I fished around here for the last 10 or 15 minutes, just seeing if they were just really deep and I couldn't see them through the water. But I'm going to conclude that they are not back here, so we're not going to waste any time trying to fish around for them. But we thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and we will see you again tomorrow.